This video is brought to you by Swango's Precision Firearms. They can be found on 7272 Sinclair Road, Whitesburg, Tennessee, or visit their website at www.precisionfirearmstn.com. Family owned and family operated. Hey guys, FN High Power, this time high with a G and an H. So in 2018, FN announced that they're going to stop producing the FN High Power or the Browning High Power, which they made from about 1935. And as soon as that announcement happened, everybody wanted one. Soon after that, a myriad of companies announced that they're going to be reintroducing the Browning. Gerson had one, Springfield Armory's got one, TSUS made one for a while. In about 2022, FN announced that they're going to reintroduce the FN High Power, and everybody assumed that it was just going to be the HP 35 that's going to come back into production. But in 2023, FN brought out the new high power, and they changed the high instead of just HI to HIGH. And I don't think there's a single part or screw on this gun that's interchangeable with the with the old Browning. I don't think there's anything that's compatible between the two. They do look alike, or they do look similar, and but that's where it ends, and then the similarities in the name. I'll do a short just comparison between the two, and you can take it take it from there and make up your own mind which is better, or which one you like more. It comes with two 17 round magazines, and that's a step up from the original Browning. Only had 13, and the modern mags have got 15, so it's got 2 extra rounds in the mag. Another feature that this has got, although the two mag catches look similar between the old Browning and the new Browning, or the old, probably not right to call this a Browning, between the FN and the old high power, this mag release is ambidextrous. You can swap it around. Well, it's not ambidextrous, it's swappable. You can take it out and get it on the other side for left-handed use, where on this one you couldn't do that. Safeties are ambidextrous, and they do have similar lines to the original one. The slide release looks similar to the old one, although they it's just looks. They don't even do the same, share the same function. This one's in Flat Dark Earth. It comes with 2 magazines, and it comes with 2 sets of grips. It's got this Flat Dark Earth grip, and then it's also got this green OD green grip that's in its box. The original Browning, or the last models of it, had a white line on the front sight and 2 little white lines on the back, giving you like 3 square dots of a sighting picture, where the standard sights on this is just blacked out front and rear. Sights are not adjustable. I'm going to do a quick trigger test on this and see how it compares. I'll be comparing it to this pistol and this pistol. I've done a trigger test on it before, and I'll include that footage in here. And this pistol's had the mag safety removed. This pistol does not have a mag safety. It comes without a mag safety. I'll do that before I break them down, so we can just have a trigger comparison. 3 pounds, 2.7 ounces. 3 pounds, 5.4 ounces. 3 pounds, 2.9 ounces. Average, 3 pounds, 3.6 ounces. 3 pounds, 13.8 ounces. 3 pounds, 0.6 ounces. 2 pounds, 10.4 ounces. Average, 3 pounds, 2.9 ounces. Okay, I'll break it down and we can compare what the two pistols look like inside. So unlike the old Browning that had the safety notch on the slide, maybe I'll start with that one. So you get it onto the safety notch over there, push up on the slide release and pull out the slide release bolt stop, and then it comes apart that away. On the new high power, lock the slide back with a slide stop, and then you got a takedown, a separate takedown lever that you got to twist down. So you rotate that down so it faces down, and then you let the slide off. So you'll see on the new high power, it's got an ambidextrous slide release, and the slide release is now captive. You don't need to pull it out like the old one to disassemble the gun. It's got its own takedown lever over there that holds the slide in. So what's interesting, so although Browning FN redesigned the whole frame, they got very similar design cues. So they're still making use of the link that comes up through the top and around, through the slide, like on the old Browning. The sear looks similar. That's the sear over there, and that transfer lever pushes down at that point and that point to trip the sear, and even the ejector looks similar. I do not know how they come apart. I'm assuming it is very similar because you got a roll pin over there which you'll knock out, and you've still got that pin over there, which is so I'm assuming it comes apart very in a very similar fashion as the original high power. In the slide, you got your transfer lever right over there, and so that little part pushes down or pushes up on there, and that comes down, and when that comes down, it pushes down over there, and that drops the hammer. And it's got a firing pin block in, which is incorporated in that lever over there. You can compare them. So the last Brownings also had a firing pin block in. You just can't see the insides of it. The firing pin comes out in the same way. It's got the firing pin retention plate, which keeps the firing pin in, and this has got an internal extractor, and that's it there. So when you pull the plate out, firing pin comes out, you can get the extractor out, same as a 1911. And the original Brownings, the original FN high powers, the very first ones, also had an internal extractor, but it came out in a different way. It had a retention block on the side, yeah, where the later ones have got an external extractor. And the old Browning recoil rod spring, it's got a hole through with a detent in there that interacts on that part of the slide stop. That's what that looked like. Barrel, locking lugs on the top of the barrel, and lugs on the inside of the slide to accomplish lockup. The new one's got a much simpler recoil rod made out of plastic, spring, and it does not have those locking lugs. It locks up on the back of the ejection port, or the front of the ejection port rather, and on the front of the chamber on the barrel. Very similar to most of the modern guns now, Glocks, SIGs, some of the CZs. Kind of everybody's gone away from the lugs on the top of the barrel to using the actual chamber as a big lug that locks up on that surface. One thing which is a vast improvement on the new model is on the old one, when you get the barrel in, people could get this in the wrong way around, and they would put it in. That's the right way, not a straight line, but some guys would get it the wrong way around and get it like that, get it into the gun and force the slide back, and you can see the spring kind of making a kink. Get it into the gun, force it back, gun wouldn't work, but they would have kinked the spring. The new model doesn't have that, and that's just a kind of a regular recoil spring and rod like any other pistol. Yeah, reassembly is just reverse order. Slide your barrel in, get your recoil rod and spring in, get it onto your frame, push it all the way back, lock the slide back, rotate the takedown lever back up, and let the slide go forward. I really like the new high power. A lot of guys have been expecting the old one back and were disappointed when it wasn't that. A lot of criticism that came the way of this pistol, that it's not true to the original, and it is not the original. The original went off in 2018. This is the new high power. Does it offer some improvements over the old one? Yes, it does. Do you need them? That's for you to decide. Is it one that you wanna own? For you to decide. I personally wouldn't mind having this, owning this particular pistol. It is a really nice gun. It's a pity I can't shoot it. Anyway guys, I hope you found that interesting. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.